Guys, an engineer here. What do amber waves of grain, carbon, and tree excrement all have in common? They all made Jefferson and Benjamin very popular. What looks like a typical grain silo, Waitsburg, Washington. Silo is just like one of dozens of grain silos in the area. But just like all the others, this one was also connected to a railroad line, specifically the Oregon Railroad and Navigation Company. You can still see the road it used in the late 1800s. Union Pacific became a major stakeholder in the railroad in 1898. Finally took over the line in the early 1900s. Let's just see the road that the tracks used, even off in the distance. The reason I'm here is because there's a terraformed causeway a little bit north of here, railroad causeway, about 2.5 miles north of here. Just up the line. You can sort of see between those two hills over there where the railroad line used to go before being decommissioned. Not sure exactly when it was decommissioned, but it was. Nowadays, though, back in the olden days, steam engines were the most efficient way of transporting large amounts of cargo. The personal automobile wasn't very efficient. It could only travel about 12 miles an hour tops. So, and it couldn't carry much cargo either. It just carry a few people. That's about it. Not the heavy loads that we have today in 2015. But as we go farther down the road, see an awesome engineering feat. Fueling my bike. We can also see a few more remnants of the old railroad line. Namely the support beams for a bridge that connected that hill with that hill. I'll take you to the causeway that's farther up the hill, farther up the road, and we'll see what that's like. Hi guys, an engineer here. I'm 2.5 miles north of the grain elevator that we saw earlier. This is Mackay Alto Road here, north of Waitsburg, Washington. In the late 1800s, early 1900s, some trains carried livestock with them. Others carried amber waves of grain. Some of them even carried their cargo way up there on the terraformed causeway over that tunnel, the current tunnel, and way over there. This used to be the Oregon-Washington Railroad and Navigation Company rail line. It connects with a current rail line. It connects with the rail line that's still used today, and it would have gone up to, I believe, Spokane, maybe Pullman. I'll have to double check on that one. Then it goes across the Snake River at Palouse Falls. after crossing Stonecipher Road. You can see that this tunnel is dated 1917. I recall seeing this rail line on a map of the Oregon-Washington Railroad and Navigation Company in 1933, and I'm not sure exactly when the rail line was decommissioned. But you can see that it hasn't been maintained much since then, at least not in terms of visual appearance. But let's just hope Amanda still loves Brent. Recognition is hard to get when you're small. Oh, the times they are a-changin'. Should write a song about that. And I also have a hunch I'm going to censor about 90% of this graffiti. That's graffiti art. There are quite a few rail lines that leave the Walla Walla area. Some exist today, some have been decommissioned, some haven't been used for years. This rail line has not been used in years. Way back when, steam trains used to carry a lot of cargo, back when cars and trucks couldn't carry much. Nowadays, even though trains can carry a lot more cargo, there's just not the need for each grain silo to transport 100 cars worth of cargo every week. Otherwise the grain would spoil. So now most of the grain silos are still usable and still used, but they're used by trucks. That steel wheels could cluck across the steel rails, rubber on pavement. But the coal industry is still going strong, and we know that coal is a form of carbon. One thing I only recently found out, I admit I hadn't thought about though, is that rubber is a tree excrement. There are people who hammer a spigot into a rubber tree, and they just turn the faucet on just like your tap. I realized that recently. Well, like I said, I hadn't thought about it either. So until next time, this is Ninjaneer saying be wise, be bold, be civil. north of Highway 261 in southeast Washington State. This bridge here is an existing Union Pacific Rail line that goes out towards Spokane. Now, earlier, you saw the rail line that I referenced earlier with the causeway and the grain elevators. Incidentally, I passed about 5 grain elevators just from the tunnel to this fish hatchery. But off in the distance, you can see the rail line where the rail line met up with. They go a little farther down, meet each other. These two lines meet each other about a mile or so farther down. That way. But I just wanted to show you this bridge here, way up there. Still used today. Still open. Still rail traffic. Union Pacific Railroad. So, that's a little bit of railroad history for southeast Washington. This is an engineer saying, be wise, be bold,